Hi, in this video, we'll take a look at Axway Amplify Fusion and how to expose an SSE API that streams a response from an AI connector in stream mode. So I have an SSE API YAML file here that defines an endpoint called v1 prompt stream, and it is a post, and that takes a body, and the body will be the prompt you want to send to the LLM. And the response will be an SSE stream of chunked data, and then at the end, a done. And if there's an error, we can send an error event, and the data will be in the data property. And we also have a 400 and 500 response. It's a simple API, and it's used for building streaming chatbots. So let's take a look at this in Amplify Fusion. So let's create a new project. We'll call this chat stream. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to import our API. Again, I'll call that chat stream and point to that YAML file and click next. We're implementing the API, so there's no backend server URL. And now we've defined our API, and let's just put it at a front end base path of chat stream. And here's the API. We just saw the YAML, and here it is inside of Amplify Fusion. So the first thing we'll do is we will link an integration, and I will call this, lo and behold, chat stream. And in here, what I want to do is call my OpenAI connector. So if you haven't seen the recent video on using Groq and the OpenAI connector to connect to the Groq system, take a look at that because that's what I'm going to be doing. But I'll grab an OpenAI chat streaming instance, and then we'll need to configure that. I don't have a connector, so let me create one. And again, I recommend you refer to that video, but Groq follows OpenAI protocol. We just need the endpoint URL. As far as the model names, you can come here to the Groq playground, and let's just grab this model. Well, let's see, which one do I want? We can even use a Groq one. Let's do that one. Groq Compound Mini. All right. And then we need to enter in our API key, which again, you can create an API key in Groq. They have a nice free tier. So do that. I'll enter my key and I'll enter it there. Click update and test. All right. So now let's come back here. Let's click refresh and select that Groq OpenAI connector. And what we want to do, the prompt will be something like, you are a helpful chatbot. Please respond nicely. And then what we need to do is send our message, and this will be our user message. And the text will be the text from the prompt. Now, normally we should be checking to make sure that that's not empty and do all sorts of error checking, but we're not going to do that in this video. And now, when you'll see for the OpenAI chat streaming connector, it has a special format, and it's going to loop over the responses and allow me to write them back to the SSE client. So for that, I'll need an API server. Write server sent events. So that's how we write the server sent events to the client, back to the client. And what I'll do here, so the event will be a chunk. And how do I know that? If we just go back to the 8, it lost this. Okay, I forgot to save that. If I go back to the API definition, we see that the events are chunk and then done. So the data will be text hello. So let's go over there. And the data is the response from my OpenAI connector, that text. Let's save that. And we are almost done. The last thing I want to do is outside of this stream, when I'm done, I'll write one more server sent event. Oh no, that's not what I want. Sorry. This is what I want. And the last event I will send is done. And I'll send this back. And the data will be that. And that just ends my stream, so the client will know how to end it. Click save. And now I should be able to enable my API. Grab this URL. Come into Postman. It's a post. And it's v1 prompt stream. So v1 prompt stream. And then the body is, let's just use the example that's here. Say hello 5 different ways. And there you have it. So you can see that data, here's from Shore, here are the 5 different ways to say hello. 1, hi there. 2, hey, how's it going? 3, good day. 4, greetings. 5, what's up? So this makes a much nicer API to incorporate into your chat streaming application, because we're not going to wait until the LLM formulates the full response and display it. We'll be streaming it back to the user so they'll see it build out in the UI. Thank you.